You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons and Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 328, recorded July 2020, posted January 2022. It's Eglass Angels, Season 5, Episode 7. We're Specter Inspectors.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. I am not Tony Sindelar, I'm Scott McNulty, and that can mean only one thing: you are disappointed, and we are back in the blood-soaked sands of Athos to play our Dark Sun campaign. We are going to meet the adventurers who make up the adventuring band of Eglass Angels, and we will start with a familiar face, Mr. Tony Sindelar, playing Regdar.
Hey, it's me, not a Dungeon Master today. Hello, nerds. Regdar. He's just a guy. Zips off.
Just a guy.
A magical guy.
Oh, more information.
No, I mean, just like, he's got like in a sparkling personality kind of.
Yes.
Not in an illegal magic way.
One of the newer characters in the party is played by Aline Sims.
I play Shara, the Air Genasi rogue.
Ooh, and one of the more competent characters in the party.
Yeah, that's a high bar.
Speaking of competence, it's Steve Lutz as everybody's favorite giant bug Kachka.
Hello! Yes, it is I, and it says here on my character sheet that I'm playing some sort of bugbear.
Mine is the bear.
I'm sorry, no, bug bard.
Yeah, you're unbearable.
Yes.
So you're...
Your favorite barbarian and mine, Dan Morin, and I think he also has a character as a barbarian.
Me also have character that barbarian. And I'm trying to remember if that's the right voice. I'm in the vicinity.
Close,
that is
much.
Amlal, the Goliath barbarian, who is still happy to be hanging out with his best friends.
Oh, so nice.
Can you still be happy about your best friends when you don't have a soul anymore?
That is a theological question that is way above Amlal's pay grade.
Fair.
Known for her probing questions, it's Erica Ensign.
Hello, I am playing Zotasha. I am a tiefling mystic who is actually working for Shasta, or whatever the name is, of the person who sent everybody on this mission. I'm a spy.
That's true. And last but not least, Mr. Jason Snell playing Carlos.
Hey there, I am playing Carlos the dwarf. He's a mole, so he's really only half dwarf, half human. Danger's his middle name. He's learned some totally illegal spells from Regdar. And what you need to know about Carlos, he likes to run, he likes to hit things, and if you don't watch him closely, he will do things unsupervised that your party will regret.
Checks out.
That sounds about right.
That's Carlos.
And so now, you are in a room with that was formerly held a rather curious gnome who has hightailed it out. In the middle of the room is a large pit that at the bottom of which the gnome was shackled to a small obelisk. There are bones all over the place. The gnome did tell you to the south is a staircase going down to the Fane of the Eye, which is kind of a common grounds for the various elemental cults. What would you like to do?
Let's go home. I'm done here.
Me ready to go home. This
I think
place
we
is
should head to the
terrible.
south. This fane must be important. Otherwise, that gnome would not have mentioned.
Well,
Yeah,
have
you
been
guys, it's
overruled.
really important that we get this job done. And so far, you've been doing really, really great at it. So
I forgot about Zotasha.
yeah.
Yay, we've been doing great, man. Come on.
Yeah,
He
you have.
He punches Omlal like Carlos punches Omlal in the well, he can't reach his shoulder, in like the hip, and be like, yeah, all right.
Is this one of those scenes where it's like the Thor and the Hulk thing? Where he just punches you out of frame.
No, we're buddies. You wouldn't do that to poor.
Yeah, but like
it's
Chuck's
down here,
on the
it's
show, he
Carlos.
just doesn't know his own strength. That's the problem.
You probably punched right over Carlos's
Yeah,
head.
it's
so-
over his head. Yes.
Carlos is a perfectly average height, by the way. He's average.
Yeah,
height.
but Omlal is not.
Omlal is
For a
very,
dwarf?
very tall. So my only concern is that Omlal, according to this, it looks like, according to my character sheet, which I haven't consulted in a while, I may be down on hit points here. So I don't know if somebody could heal me or if we should do a rest or something before we know that there are cultists and there's bad stuff going on. I just don't know if we want to do any healing before we descend those stairs or not. But I thought I would mention it since Carlos is at about half his hit points right now.
I think the Almlaw's pretty injured too, if I'm remembering.
I'm at 50 at 82, which is...
That's more than my total.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carlos and Almlaw are both about 30 down from their max, for sure.
And I do have all my hit dice, though, so if we are able to take a short rest, that is also an option.
I mean, I don't have any healing spells.
You tell me what you'd like to do.
I do have some healing power, but that would leave me with no power to do pretty much anything else for the rest of the
I've got
day.
healing as well, but again, if we're going to be facing off with somebody that's kind of a big deal, might be a good idea to save some spell slots. Now, I don't remember exactly where we're at here in this complex. Are we surrounded by people who are going to be coming by and checking on us shortly?
There are guards that come by from time to time, and there are definitely people like in the mess hall and people who are sleeping in the barracks. So there's definitely lots of cultists around.
I know we set loose some prisoners and an Umber Hulk in this.
That was a level up.
Upstairs. Yeah.
It was upstairs.
Oh, okay. Well, then they will never
on the
come down to
mezzanine.
check on us.
And you'll remember
take
the
the
Umber
elevator?
Umber Hulks are known to be great
got
burrowers, yes. Except that the Umber Hulk that you fought had its front claws amputated, so it cannot
it's
burrow.
Very sad.
We could probably barricade in this room for
Just
a
for an
short
hour?
rest. Yeah. I wouldn't want to do any more than that.
Yeah,
but
short rest
No,
is better than no
agreed.
rest.
Or
Okay.
we could tie ourselves to these posts, and if anybody comes by, we'll just say we're prisoners.
No, we're gonna just if there's a pit.
that classic prisoner catchphrase.
We're pit.
Prisoners.
We're pit inspectors. It's fine.
It's all right. We're prisoners.
Carry on.
I'm remembering how good we are at this game.
And also recall that you are currently dressed as monks
Cults.
with stone gargoyle faces.
Yeah.
All right, so short rest.
So you're going to short rest in this room? Is that what I'm hearing?
Seems like a good room.
And I'll, I think my passive perception is pretty, my passive perception is like 15. So
Mine too.
I'm going to kind of hang out by the door and listen intently, or as intently
Yeah.
as I can.
I think both of us could do that.
Intently but passively.
Right.
I mean, I don't need to
Passive
use any hit
intentness.
dice, so I can be as tense as I want.
So the hour, about half an hour goes by, and whoever is hanging out by the door, listening either intently or passively, hears the sound of kind of. So you'll recall that the earth elemental cultists that you've seen have come in a variety of shapes and sizes. One of them, often they wear armor made of stone, and it is difficult to walk quietly if you're wearing armor made of stone. So you hear what sounds like 2 or 3 people kind of clomping down the hallway just on the other side of the door. They don't...
No one in here but us prisoners.
You hear them approaching. What do you do?
I think we keep the door shut and don't do anything because they might just be walking past.
Might want to prepare to attack if we need to.
I don't think we want to attack. I think we want to try to bluff them. I wish I remembered better what we were doing last time so I could pretend to be an actual torturer.
Well, what are you? You're just kind of ready.
Carlos goes
I'm
out on
ready.
the platform and puts his hands behind his back and kneels down like he's being tortured.
Have you taken off your robes?
No.
They probably torture their own fairly frequently. This is not unusual.
Well, you
If somebody tries to open the door, I will be ready to try to charm them and talk them out of coming into this room.
All right, and so you're standing by the door. You hear the clomping boots approaching. You hear kind of muffled conversation, and they seemingly walk past the door, going from the south to the north.
Okay. I will pass that on.
The rest of the hour.
After they are long gone, I will whisper that to the rest of the people in the room, or I'll just telepathically tell everybody. Why not? That's a thing I can do.
That's right.
Carlos stands back up.
And the rest of the hour passes uneventfully.
All right. Well, I was playing a very subdued song of rest during that, so anybody who's healing gets an extra 1d6.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Like some nice elevator music, song of rest.
Just quietly humming to myself the song of rest.
And to everybody else.
Cool.
Because that's how songs of rest
I'm
work.
basically up to full.
Yep, me
1
too.
hit point shy. Only 2 hit dice spent.
Oh. All right, you're all hale and hearty. You are standing in front of this closed door. What would you like to do?
We got to go to the south now.
Agreed.
To the south!
All right, so you're just
Yeah,
going to throw the door open?
I'm going to use a bonus action to switch my discipline to mastery of air.
I guess
Just
listening
making
at the door
point of
first.
Me
would
also
be a good
switched.
idea.
Me very disciplined now.
All right, give me a perception check.
Who's listening? Is it
I don't know, somebody said
who's
they
got
were
a decent perception?
I will.
I will also try. Mine's +5.
Same. 16.
You don't
17.
hear anything.
Okay.
All right, guys,
We burst out into the hallway.
let's go.
You burst open the doors to reveal an empty hallway.
I feel like we didn't really need to burst there. We could have peeked.
No, we needed to burst.
All right. I'm not going to argue with a bug.
It's about the image. Image.
The south is to the south. That way is south.
Yes.
Traditionally
Thank you.
down.
Thank you.
Scott.
Just making sure everyone knows. For the
South is
listeners
south.
at home, I drew an arrow on the map.
Carlos
The arrow is pointed
blue.
down.
Carlos peeks around the corner.
The arrow is pointed south. Carlos peeks down the corner and he sees a corridor that leads further down that seems to open up at the end there. He also sees a doorway on his left.
Is that an arrow loop at the end of that corner?
It
Further?
appears
Forward
to
door?
be some sort of arrow loop.
That could be bad.
We might want to check the door before we go. I mean, it seems like somebody in this door here could be in the room that the door leads to. Could be some kind of guard post.
Okay. Somebody who's got perception
Somebody-
might want to do that.
My perception's not bad.
I'm really
Uh,
clumsy, so
24.
said let's have Shara do that. I don't want to be wandering into this hallway and then just
Almo
like
has
trip
a
and fall
Wait a
+5
second.
in perception. I just want you to know that.
Is this how we're gonna roll and then decide who is gonna do it? Oh, you got a good roll. You should do it.
I didn't roll.
I heard 24. So are you gonna
No,
just
Shara-
walk up to
Shara
the door
rolled.
and
Yeah.
listen to the?
Aline roll
Okay.
for sure.
Not going to.
It's role playing.
Well, with a 24, Shara, you hear the sounds of. It sounds like maybe someone is, or a number of something between 3 and maybe 6 people are talking to one another. It sounds like they're just kind of making small talk, and you hear some laughter. It sounds like maybe they're eating.
Should I open the door and tell them about the rampaging beast, or should we leave it?
How stealthily can we get past this arrow slot, you think?
Yeah.
We just paper mache our clothes and we're in and out.
Well, can we not
We'll
like
walk on by?
we could
we are dressed as monks.
We are dressed as cultists. We could just saunter on by.
Or
We could
take a picture of the opposite side of the hall and paste it to the arrow slot.
we could just crawl underneath it.
Cast minor illusion and make it look like the opposite
loop,
wall.
the arrow loop.
We could paint each of ourselves to look like the opposite side of the wall.
And Carlos
Sure, I'll-
suggests that he do that thing where, as he's walking in front of it, he makes it look like he's walking downstairs by.
Very, very.
If you could
I
just
love that trick.
walk backwards down the hallway, and they think you're leaving.
I didn't know we had stairs here.
Yeah, so I'm going to cast the cantrip minor illusion and create an illusion of the wall on the opposite side and put it in the arrow slot.
Love it.
Okay.
Probably unnecessary, but I love it.
That is a minor illusion, if ever there was
It's
one.
not minor.
All right, let's not
Guys.
talk noisily as we walk past it.
All right, I will allow that, even though I
Okay.
think it might be stretching what minor illusion can
It
do.
might.
Are you going to give? Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just?
I am.
Okay, so whoever's being stealthy, give me some stealth checks, please.
All right.
Okay. Sure. Let's see.
Umlaut is surprisingly stealthy for a man of his size.
I'm going to switch my discipline to nomadic chameleon, so I get advantage.
Carlos is about as stealthy as you would expect him to be.
I am switching my discipline
10,
to
again,
regular guy.
average height,
That's what I'm saying.
average stealth.
I got
That's
20.
not. Is that average still?
Thank goodness for advantage. I rolled a 20 on one die, so that's 22.
Whoa, you folks
From the
are
giant
very
klutz.
stealthy.
Well,
Most of you. So you sneak past, you make nary a sound.
Nary a sound.
Nary a sound. And you get to there, and
I'm gonna peek around a
Carlos
corner.
is going to go there, so I will just unveil this entire room.
oh, unveiling.
I'm
Whoa.
also peeking the other direction, just
Oh,
for the
all
record.
right.
Does that look like that leads down to some kind of vein of the eye?
We were told there would be a staircase.
Yes, a great chasm opens before you. Its
It's
ceiling it's great. Its ceiling is 30 feet overhead. In the middle of the chasm is a black square pillar of rock. A stone bridge leads to a staircase that wraps around this pillar going down. The chasm, the staircase, and the pillar descend into darkness.
I guess I'm more impressed by the staircase than the chasm. What about you all?
Same.
Seen a lot of chasms, but rarely as good a staircase.
Yeah.
Finely
I mean-
crafted staircase.
But what of the pillar?
Let's see how many
can we,
gargoyles there are.
I would like to peer around this chasm that I've been told is great, and just give it a quick check for I don't know, traps. Because you know what? Maybe if this chasm's really great, they're concerned about protecting the property values of it. So
I'm going to quietly peek around this other corner over here, like
Okay.
as sneakily as I can, just in case.
So,
there's something.
I
Oh.
rolled a 6, Scott.
All right, you are certain that there are no
Book it?
chasms.
Yeah.
No one
Oh, no.
here. No chasms, no traps. You're pretty certain there's a chasm.
I don't know
With
with the
the
6, maybe not.
And you're not so sure if it's great, but and
This is
Zatasha,
probably one of those chasms that's just painted in there. Regdar says
a
he
minor
boldly
illusion.
strides off the
and Zatasha, you look down to the south, and you see it opens up into a room that you can't see into, and you also see a door
Okay.
on the wall there.
Well, there's a door over there, but I think the chasm is where we want to go, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, we're not getting paid to like map cult headquarters, right? That's not.
You're getting paid.
I don't know, Zatasha.
I'm getting
that-
paid. I don't know about you, suckers.
Yeah, but I mean, like, is that part of the mission? Like, do you need like a
I was going to say this
floor
looks
plan
really
of their
familiar.
cult?
No, this isn't even the cult I was embedded in. Remember, I was embedded in the air cult.
The air cult, yeah.
It's true. You killed that one. That
the dirt
that
cult.
prophet.
Yep, we took care of it. So, I mean, maybe Mashasta would have sent me here next. It's totally possible. But here we are all together. Isn't it great, gang?
It's okay.
All right. Well,
All right. What would you
Carlos
like to
edges
do?
toward the staircase.
All right.
yeah, let's go.
I'm
Carlos.
toward Carlos and Charlotte.
Carlos, as you
Wait for me.
I'm definitely switching back to my mastery of air.
Kachka goes
just in
home.
case.
Carlos, as you cross the bridge, so there's this kind of freestanding bridge, which is pretty impressive. You look down, the chasm seems nearly unending. You cannot
But there's
see
a
the bottom.
stairs going down, so clearly the stairs go somewhere.
You're making a lot of assumptions.
Yeah, maybe the stairs just end in a drop.
And Carlos, as you get to about the middle of the bridge,
Oh, dear.
the chasm is filled with the sound of thousands of bells just tinkling.
Like tinkling bells or like clanging church bells? Like which kind of bells? The
Or are they
pretty
tinkling
beautiful
nebula?
kind or the gong gong gong
This
kind?
sounds more like a handbell situation.
There are many bells here.
Well, somebody just got 10 points.
Being-
A lot of people just got 10 points.
I feel like that could be an alarm, so maybe we should hustle.
It's
Okay.
a very pretty alarm.
6.
So what would you like to do?
Yeah.
Let's
Keep
hustle.
moving.
Let's get down there.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Ketchka and Regdar, give me a perception check.
Who's percepting?
Ketchka and Regdar. Regdar is
Regdar
not,
has
so perhaps.
percepted with 11 this time.
Yeah, I got a 5. That's not
All right,
great.
so you descend,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing else of note happens.
You descend, but nothing else. Ever. Ever.
Nothing ominous about that.
Right, let's move you over here. Oops.
Oh, new map.
You descend to another level after about, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes walking down this very big staircase.
Sounds
Wait
great.
a minute. We've been here.
Yeah.
You have in fact been here. You have not been in this room, but you have been to this map.
And we got here through the air temple previously, right? On the surface, the air temple and the stone temple are quite some distance apart, right?
That is true.
And yet we seem to have connected between the two.
There's
so-
it's like when you go to the airport, like SeaTac, and there's like a little tram that goes around.
Yeah, plus magic.
Yeah, this is just like that.
So,
Plus magic. Thank you, Scott.
There we go.
so you are now in a large room. You are at the bottom of a large black stone obelisk that rises up as you just came down it. You know that. And you see to your west, well, you actually do see this, so I will reveal this. There is a door to your west, and there looks like there's a corridor to the south as well.
Oh, doors and corridors.
Oh, I see. We're actually over there.
Yes,
Aha.
we're in the top right corner.
No,
Right.
there's a
So
path to the
I don't
south.
necessarily know that we've been here yet.
No.
Kachika just has that innate 3-creen sense that he has been at this, like,
This
depth.
level of the earth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Been here before.
Sub basement
Well,
1.
Not
Yes,
here,
my
but,
balky-
you know, somewhere nearby at this depth.
The shape of the
My
rock
balky knee
seems
is
similar.
pinging at me.
Shara, give me your perception check. You perceive nothing.
Can I take a look?
You sure?
Right, we
I
know
think
that
she was
you're right
listening, but
Almost.
Well, I look at the door.
you see
You're
the,
not doing it right.
the doors.
You gotta really get
are-
in there. Use your eyes.
Oh, I should tell you, the doors are made from stone slabs balanced on central pivots. You may recall
Those
this
things
door
again.
Oh, yeah, those
design.
lots.
Yes, probably the only thing you remember. The light on this level, you know, all over the walls is this weird phosphorescent kind of moss that is providing dim light.
Almo definitely does one of those things where he like puts his hand out to like lean on the door.
Well, the door is not locked, so it will swing open on its central pivot if you just
Oh
lean
yeah,
on it.
let's do that. What could go wrong?
Same.
All right, and so it opens to reveal.
Me figure it out.
Just push.
Yeah.
This room is a natural passage that enters a rubble-strewn chamber from the south, petering out to the north. Stone doors, not stone walls, lead to the east, west, and south. You are coming from the west through one of those doors. Rusting iron rails are anchored to the floor, which catch your eye because
Iron rails?
quite
Let's just take these
valuable.
home and sell them.
I told you there was a tram.
and a pair of ancient ore carts. I don't know why I said it like that. Still rest on the rails. The dust on the floor is thick, and the air
I think those ore carts are important.
is stale. I just like saying carts for some reason. So there you go. That is the
right.
room that you see before
Nothing
you.
to see here.
We go home.
Let us go into the
All
room.
right.
And
Alma will go into the room. He's
Yeah.
intrigued by these
Regdar will
iron
follow Alma.
rails.
One
Alma, why
question.
don't you look south? I'll look
Sure.
north. Regdar
Was there
goes north.
a southern exit to this pillar room, or is that just a wall that I can't see to the south?
There is a passageway to the south.
Okay.
Yeah,
You did
I'm
not go
kinda
that
curious
way.
about that too.
Can Alma see where the
Open
rails
door.
They
Go
didn't, but I
to
would
the
like to look down that
south?
way
Ah.
before we get too
Okay,
far
so
afield.
well, if we can say while Umlal was walking through the door, you walk down that way, and you find a hallway that ends in another door.
Ooh.
Okay.
And as you're doing
doors
that,
everywhere.
Umlal, Regdar, and Zatasha and Shara and Carlos, you notice something happening. These screaming specters appear in each corner of the room, and we will roll
Great.
initiative.
Oh boy.
Hey,
Great.
Well, I'm not actually. I have not entered the
Something
room,
happened.
but I'm
You
sure
have
I
not
see
entered
it.
the room. That is true.
Wait, can I still see them from not being in the room, or is it something special about being in the room that allows you to see them?
No, you can see them.
Okay.
And thus began Amlal's lifelong fear of trams and ore carts. Oh, these guys from the distance I'm zoomed out, it looks like they're wearing like pirate hats.
Yeah, I thought that too.
They're very jaunty.
They kind of look like they might work for a trade federation. Is what I'm
Yes.
saying.
Oh no.
Well, I've been looking to beat up on those guys for 20 years.
Oh, you blame them?
Yeah.
I'm way over here on the other side. I might just go home.
It's not a bad idea.
Is home really all that great, though? This is Athos.
It's better than this.
It's familiar. The devil you know. The greater demon you know.
Kachka,
What?
it is your first. You are far from. You don't know what's going on. So,
I am
what would you like
very
to do?
far, yes. I think I'm going to have to run to catch up with everybody, so. 1, 2, 3. Well, I'm doing that. I can go double my speed, right?
Yep.
3, 4, 5,
Yo.
6, 7. Okay,
now
that was a
you-
fun turn.
You can see one of the specters, little
I
ghost-like thing. Yes.
Oh,
You can't do anything because you double moved. But
you're
Carlos,
correct.
Would you? I just want to check with Kachka first. When my turn comes around, if you want to get closer, I could make that happen. But if you can see one, then maybe you might be as close as you want to get.
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
I think you can see.
Carlos sees a ghost before him and says, "Is this a ghost I see before me?" And then he hits him.
Wow.
Wow. Very
Carlos is
literary.
well read, yeah.
It is
Carlos
not
can't
a
read.
ghost, sadly.
Very well
I just heard that somewhere once, he
attended
says.
to. Yeah.
All right. Carlos is going to attack the ghost a lot.
Okay.
Ready?
I am so ready.
All right. 26 to hit.
A 26 will hit a ghost.
It's going to do 6 piercing damage.
Now, do you have a magic weapon?
Yes, I do.
All right.
What a silly question.
Is it silly?
29 to hit. Oh, that's a crit. I just rolled a crit. With my scimitar.
Ooh.
That will hit.
Oh, you have Presta's crystal scimitar.
I do.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Yeah.
Preston. I was going to say
Preston. Oh.
Cresta.
Did I wait a second? Okay.
So exciting.
9 damage.
Yes.
That's also a magical weapon.
I figured.
And now I will hit again because I have double attack. So as we've determined now, since the last episode, I only get to double attack with one weapon, not both weapons.
True.
Rats.
Yeah, it's tough stuff. So that's going to be a 19 to hit,
19 will hit.
and I lose my plus, but I am going to get 2 more damage on the ghosty with my magic scimitar, and I'm done.
All right. That was a lot of things.
Carlos is just chopping you up.
Don't chop me up, bro. All right. So it is the bad guy's turn. My favorite part of the game.
Are they bad guys? That's judgmental.
I
judge them to be bad.
determine what happens in this world.
All right.
And you think we're good. Okay.
I
It's your
didn't
choice.
go that far. So Carlos, you just attacked one. This ironically, the Specter looks like a dwarven miner, one who mines,
You better
not
not
a
be
young
drinking that.
dwarf.
Oh,
Yes, and it screams and reaches out to touch you, and it kind of, Carlos, it tries to plunge its hand into your chest.
Don't worry, it's just a minor illusion.
I don't like it.
I don't like either of those things.
Does a 17 hit?
It does not.
All right, so it does go through you, but it doesn't seem to do any damage. Let's see. These two are right by Regdar. So 2 will try to attack Regdar.
What?
Grasping.
Regdar cast shield.
Okay.
You can wait to cast that too. It's a reaction.
That is true.
Well, I just figured I'm about to get hit by 2. But okay.
They're
go
both
for it.
reaching out to try to touch
But
you.
if they don't hit you.
I have bad news, Regdar.
Okay, well, shield then.
Thanks. Dan.
Definitely do that then.
They both hit. Let's look up what shield does.
+5.
+5.
All right. Oh wait, this is not what I want. Here we are. Okay, so a 24.
Yeah.
All right. So I have bad news again because one of them rolled a natural 20. So, which is
Murdered
not
by ghosts. Murdered
great for you. So why don't you go ahead and give me 2 Constitution checks?
All right. Well, my constitution's pretty good. Well, I rolled a critical fail for the first one,
Oh,
and I rolled a 14 for the second one.
so the 14 is good.
Yeah. You're telling me critical fail's not the best?
Yes.
Room for improvement?
Okay, so you take, for the first one, it plunges its hand into your chest. You take
No, that's where I keep most of my stuff.
you take 13 points of necrotic damage, and your maximum total hit points is lowered by 13 points.
Great.
Oh no.
The other one plunges its hand in as if they're trying to hold hands in your chest. It's kind of sweet if you think about it.
No, it's
and
not. Disagree.
you take an additional 12 points of damage.
All right.
But your hit point total does not change for that one. All right, we've got one more spirit, and it's going to go for Umlal and try to harvest his life force.
I didn't do nothing to anybody.
21.
He doesn't even have a soul.
20. What?
That's
true. Okay, so that hits.
All right, give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
You take 6 necrotic damage.
I got a 23 on my Constitution saving throw.
You just take 6 necrotic damage.
All right. I've had worse.
All right, Umlal, it is your turn.
Well, I am worried. There's this guy in front of me, but I'm more worried about Regdar, I think.
I am fighting 2 ghosts by myself.
Yeah, so Amla will see Regdar and go, "No, not Regdar, my friend!" And he will run away from this ghost, incurring an opportunity attack.
Yes, it
And,
caresses your back with its ghostly hand. 18.
That will hit.
All right, so as you're hurrying away, you take another 7 points of damage. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
7 points of damage. 16.
All right, your hit points are maximum is unaffected.
Okay. I will charge at this guy up here. Yeah, I'm trying to. I've used 2 apparently today, so I'm only down. I've got 2 left.
Oh,
and I don't know what our current situation is.
Well, currently it's not so great.
Yes, but I don't know how many more fights we got today because that could be not so great if I go into.
Well,
big
nobody's
fight
ever
with
come
no
in
range.
here other than ghosts. It's very dusty, so maybe we take a nap in the minecart when this is done.
We turn it upside down and hide underneath it.
Nobody's been in here in a long time, except for ghosts.
It's true. Or at least that's the way it appears.
Also, the world might end while we're sleeping because of the cold. Who knows?
That's true.
All right, I'm just gonna start. We'll
In
just
which case,
keep it to
what a relief.
2 attacks.
Problem solved.
All right, so I'm gonna try to hit this guy right in front of me there
Alrighty,
with my greatsword.
Oh,
It's a 28.
all right. That will hit. They're not very hard to
It
hit.
takes 17 damage.
All
And
right.
then I will hit again because that's what I do. 19. And
That
I'm
will
going
hit.
to, just for fun, re-roll this because I can. it would be exactly the same. So another 14 damage. So total of 31, and that is magical.
Delicious.
So eat! Great sword! Go, 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 ghost!
What a lucky charm.
Right. That. Oops.
I'm in suspense.
Oh, it's still there. Shara, it's your turn. The ghost just screams in response to your taunting.
Amlal screams back.
There's just a lot of screaming all of a sudden, Shara.
This is awesome. All right.
Regdar starts screaming.
So I think I was going to go help Regdar, but
Oh.
we have Carlos over here.
Screw that guy.
Yeah. Well, Carlos has two ghosty friends. So I think what I'm going to do is run over here to help Carlos. And actually, as I start running, I'm going to pull out a dagger and throw it at the ghost nearest to him.
Oh, very exciting. Is that a
Does
magical
an 8
dagger?
hit? It is not a magical dagger. Does an
Your
8 hit?
dagger clatters down this passageway that leads to
Yeah.
the
All
south.
So I pull out my rapier of
Reveal a little
wounding,
bit.
which is magical, and does a 24 hit?
A 24 will hit.
Okay. So
Good.
that is 10 points of damage, plus I get my sneak attack
Oh,
because
that's a lot.
Carlos is right there.
Yes.
So that gives me another 16 points of damage to that ghost by Carlos.
All right. This ghost is looking very wispy.
Would you get your sneak attack damage again if you attacked it again?
I think you can only do it once per turn.
I believe
I
that is
think so,
correct.
yeah.
I feel like I'm
You
getting 4th and
can
5th
do
edition
it-
mixed up.
You can,
Yeah,
but
once
it doesn't
per
mean
turn, you can deal an extra 46 damage.
Ah,
But
there
it
you
does
go.
mean you can do it on a reaction too, because that's not on your turn. So anytime somebody provokes an opportunity attack on you, you get to hit them with sneak attack, which is great.
Okay. So if it's somebody else's turn, you do get to do it. That's right. Okay. Yes. Gotcha.
Anything else, Shara?
I think that is all. I don't think I have any bonus. I can disengage. Ooh, do I want to do that? How far did I move?
Or maybe you want to stay there so you can try to hit it again.
I think we might have
Yeah,
moved
but
5.
disengaging means then Carlos gets to tank for you, which is nice.
Yeah, I
That's
think
true.
I'm gonna disengage and just step back one and
Okay.
let Carlos. I'm not super squishy, but I'm squishier than he is.
Aren't we all?
Everyone else.
Zatasha.
Okay.
So you're outside the room. You were like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen in this room. Suddenly, 4 specters appear. Regdar screaming.
Did I notice do I understand what happened to Regdar and know if there's a way to fix that? Is that like, a condition like blinded or deafened type of a thing?
Why don't you give me either a religion or an arcana check?
Okay. I'm going to it's the same roll for either, so I'm going to go with Arcana.
All right.
And that is an 18.
So you know that specters are undead and they deal necrotic damage. They also do something called life drain, where they drain the life out of their victims. As long as Regdar does not drop to 0 hit points, he will be fine after a long rest. His maximum hit points will be back to normal.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, there's nothing super fancy I can do. I am going to mind thrust at the one that's looking wispy.
Okay. That's the one by Carlos.
Yes, that one down there. So it needs to succeed on an intelligence saving throw. DC, I think it's 15.
If it's more than 1, I have failed. So
Then, yep. All right, then it's going to take some psychic damage.
ooh. How much psychic damage?
2d10.
Spook the ghosts. 2d10.
That's a lot of.
That's right, Mrs. Drummond or Mrs.
That's not
Garrett.
a lot. It's 5.
You got there. You got there.
Wires crossed.
5 psychic damage. Does it appear to take?
How do
the psychic
reference
damage?
work?
Blair
It-
Joe
it-
8.
It appears to dissipate, and
Oh.
it screams and fades away.
Yay!
All it does is scream.
That's pretty
Sheesh.
cool. As a bonus action, I am going to switch my discipline to psionic restoration because somebody's probably going to need some healing.
That's speaking of somebody needing some healing. Regdar, it's your turn.
Uh,
So you have 2 ghosts. A ghost to your north, a ghost to your west. You've got an Umlal.
Ghost to the left of me. Ghost to the right of me.
Umlal,
Well-
over there.
bear with me a second.
It's not as-
I would like
catchy.
healing, but the challenge is my total hit points is depleted. So,
you could move away from them.
yeah, I'll take the disengage action,
All right.
and that is my action. So I think I'm just going to back up and put some space between ghosts and me, given my current situation.
That makes sense. Ketchka. Before I said you could see a specter, I don't believe you actually can see a specter from where you are, but
All right.
you have heard a lot of screaming and a lot of people saying, ghosts! So you know something is
All
up in
right.
there.
So I will step into the room,
Now you can see 3
notice
specters.
the specters, and I will shout, "We are Specter inspectors!"
They are.
Ah, Specter and Specter, my favorite 80s drama about 2 brothers who are they
Keep going. Come on.
I
Come
don't
on.
remember.
You can do
Bring
this.
it on. Bring it on.
And then I will
Dan-
attempt to
Dan, I
I ran out of a
Who's-
Simon and Simon joke. Come on.
Dan, who's your favorite Moon Knight?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
See?
That guy.
Dan, what's his last name?
It's Specter.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so that's done.
Thursday night.
I will now viciously mock Dan and Tony because they both
I am
deserve
taking
it.
psychic damage.
All right, no, I will viciously mock this dwarven specter to the south,
Okay.
which means that he must make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, specters are very, very wise. 20.
Dang.
Yeah, he's just gonna shake it off.
Shake it off. He
So
screams.
that was fun.
That's what they do.
Yeah, fun.
I'm trying to decide if I should recede back into the hallway right now, but I think I will be bold and saucy and stay in the room
Well, there
to
is
better inspect the specters.
a door to the south you could go to.
That's not a bad idea.
I'm
Oh
just
wait,
saying.
it's a terrible idea.
I'm out of here. Bye.
See you later. Carlos, there's also a door to the west, if you haven't noticed.
Carlos steps to his next ghosty friend, and the whirling attacks, so many attacks from Carlos, begin with a flame tongue short sword attack. 12.
That will hit.
Okay, that does 8 damage.
All right.
The +1 scimitar, thank you, Presta, 17 to hit.
That will hit.
That does 12 more damage. And the second attack with the scimitar is a 27.
That
That
also
will do
hits.
3 additional damage.
All right. This Spectre does not enjoy this. Anything else, Carlos?
No.
I enjoy the consideration.
Thought
Now
about it.
the Spectre is going to reach out, Carlos, and
I know.
caress your face. Suddenly they've decided they would like to caress people, so
Spectre have boundary problems,
I don't
okay?
know what that roll is before you.
it misses.
Oh, never mind.
And then these other 2 specters are going to kind of fly around Umlal, and as they're flying around him in a circle, they're going to drape their hands all over him.
I feel like I'm in a music video.
Bad touch.
It is not a good touch.
Let me know what
Very
those
bad.
rolls are.
Well, one is a 7.
Okay.
Nope, that's not great.
One is a 22.
That one is bad. I think. What is your inspiration die?
I can do a 1d8, so it's probably
Yeah.
worth a shot.
Yeah, if you get a 7 or 8, I'm okay.
All right, I'm going to attempt with my cutting words to distract that specter.
All right.
You call that a touch?
That would be
Cuts
distracting.
to the quick.
You're getting a bad review, and I make a little tick on my clipboard.
1 star.
That is a 6, so 16.
Oh.
Which is my armor class.
Oh no!
So close.
Ghostly hand slips between your armor and touches your flesh and sucks 11 points from you. And give me a Constitution saving throw.
20.
All right, you're fine. But it's unpleasant, really. These
It really is.
specters
really is
are
no
not
fun.
very nice. Umlal,
Well,
been
the
caressed
one,
twice by
Yeah,
a ghost.
that's twice too many. The one up
ghost
here,
liked
I
it.
believe, is the one that I hit before, right?
Yes.
The other guy who slid down. All right, I'm going to keep
Correct.
focusing on that guy. So let's hit him with a great sword. 29.
29 will hit.
I'm going to re-roll this damage just in case it's better. It is not. Second attempt was a 1, so that probably does not hit unless the armor class is 11.
That is not going to hit.
Okay, so 12 damage, it looks like.
All right. This specter is not looking very good. I mean, it wasn't looking very good before, but it's still there.
Okay. I think that.
Would you like to
is
move?
all.
Anything
No,
else?
I'm fine. I'm fine where I am.
All right. Shara, you have seen a couple of specters are kind of whirling around Umlal, touching him and screaming. That's what they like to do.
Will you tell me
Happy
about
Thursday.
the
tactile.
damage or how those two specters are looking?
They look ghostly,
All right,
incorporeal. It's one looks I mean, it's hard to tell really, but the one that Umlal has been hitting looks wispier than the other. I will say you would know that the one to Umlal's to the east of Umlal, no one is hit at all. So
East of Umlaw
Okay.
was one of my least favorite John Steinbeck novels.
All right,
Don't do
excuse me. Sorry, and how much damage did I see Carlos do? Like, do I feel like he did a pretty good whack to that one?
he
did a couple.
whacked it well.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right, I'm
You
gonna come
whack
over here.
it well.
I'm gonna come over here and help Amlal. I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time. I'm gonna pull out that non-magical dagger and throw it as I start running towards the specter to the east of Amlal.
Are you screaming?
Non-magical dagger. It's just a dagger.
So that's 23 to hit.
A 23 will hit. So you're hitting the one that no one has hit before.
Correct.
Okay.
And that's 18 points of damage.
All right. So you notice that not all of that damage goes through.
And then I'm going to hit it with hopefully hit it with the Rapier of Wounding. That's a 21 to hit.
21 will hit some specters.
And that's only 4 points of damage, but I do get my sneak attack because Amlal is right there. So that is another 13.
Goodness.
And again, that rapier is magical. Dagger is not, rapier is. And I'm going to take my bonus disengage and take another step back.
Goodness. Shara's running all over the place, throwing daggers everywhere, poking things with rapiers. It's very impressive. Zatasha.
I'm going to
See ya.
mind thrust again. Just give a really dirty look to the one that's at the north, to the north of Amwal.
All right. The one that looks very, very wispy.
Yes, and it needs to make a saving throw an intelligence saving throw.
20.
Okay. It's fine.
This one
Mind Perry.
went to correspondence school, so.
Apparently.
Whoa.
What? It wanted to educate itself.
Ghost seminar.
That's right, a lot of vocal training. There's a lot of screaming in his line of work, so.
Right. Screaming
do
is
it
just
right.
the warm-up exercise they are going to sing later. So
That's right.
You're just tuning right now.
Anything else, Zatasha?
No.
All right. You,
okay, I'm ready.
Regdar.
Is this the adventure where we
Regdar.
all played flutes earlier? I feel like it was.
Yes.
That's true.
It was.
I just assume Steve always is using some kind of flute.
Wait, I didn't play a flute.
Regdar is going to drop an acid orb in the direction, or an acid splash, which comes
Oh
in a
man,
orb
what did you
form,
eat?
in the direction of the two ghosts by Omlal. It only targets the people I choose. They need to make a dexterity check of
Who do you
15.
choose?
I choose the two bad guys.
Oh, all right. It's a conventional choice, but
I choose not to curry favor with them.
Lame.
one makes it, the other fails.
Well, I did not roll very well, so the one that fails will take 4 acid damage.
All right. Let's see. I think that's that one. All right. It hisses,
Oh,
and so does the
screaming
acid.
and hiss.
I was going to say, is that the sound of the acid or the
Yeah.
specter?
Cat ghost.
A little kitty cat. Ketchka,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
I would like to go home, please.
All right, you could do that. There's a staircase leading up. There's a doorway to the south. There are any number of exits.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something unprecedented. I'm feeling bold and saucy.
Oh,
I
dear.
have recently come into the possession of an amulet of health, which gives me a whole lot of hit points. So I'm going to engage with the backside of this specter.
What?
I didn't even see that Githka. Where did it come from?
It comes from nowhere. Suddenly, Kachka's holding a Githka.
What?
Yes.
Where did she hide that Githka? I don't even know.
That's a pretty awesome and thoughtful magical item that some very nice DM gave you.
Yeah,
Beware of 3 green bearing Githka.
pretty great. So Kachka's going to take 2 swipes, one with each side of that Githka,
Oh my!
both of which just came out of nowhere.
Man, that's a Githka that keeps on giving.
Oh, one of them's a critical
Man.
fail,
Ooh, well,
so that won't be doing anything, but the
Little
other
rusty.
is a 23.
23 will hit.
Good. That will do. This is magical, by the way. It's a +1 Githka. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. It doesn't like it.
Never
but
look
it
a
is-
gift
it is
Githka in
still-
the mouth.
And I will give Carlos, who's up next, some inspiration, lest he need an extra D8 on his attack.
The
'Cause
bard
I am
has
now in
arrived.
danger.
It's a D8 to hit or
It can
2
be.
damage.
It can be for to hit, it can be for save, or it can be for an ability check.
Okay.
It cannot be for damage.
All right. Thank you for
Oh,
the
and
inspiration.
speaking of inspiration and Carlos, it is Carlos's turn. Carlos,
It
you
is.
feel inspired by the
I-
awesome words of Ketchka.
Carlos is amazed the Ketchka is here and is wondering what that's about. Is also impressed because again, Githka out of nowhere,
Yeah.
and
Forgot
then
I
he
had
feels
that, didn't you?
he feels very inspired, and the flame tongue short sword whacks at this ghost for, let's see, 13 versus AC.
That will hit.
I don't even need the inspiration there. That's so nice. That's 9 damage.
Don't get cocky.
Scimitar,
All right.
11.
That misses.
Okay.
Are you
See?
inspired?
I am inspired.
Technically, you can only use the inspiration
Well,
if you
Scott-
know that you.
Well, we knew what was happening in that moment. 16, Scott. It's a 16.
We established that 11 doesn't hit because I rolled an 11 earlier.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we
That's
need
true.
12.
You
with
need a
the,
12.
armor
You know
That
class.
that.
seems like something Carlos
Yeah.
would have made note of and,
Yep.
and
12
kept in
damage.
his back pocket.
Your mighty swipe goes through the ghost and it dissipates
Oh.
into the ether.
Oh, well,
Teamwork.
I have an extra attack, and I
You
haven't
should
moved.
attack Ketchka.
So I'm gonna run up to this one, and I'm gonna attack it instead.
All right.
Running and attacking. That's so Carlos.
It's. I mean, I'm
Carlos's
back.
happy
I'm,
place.
I'm back in the game. 16 versus AC.
ABC, always be Carlos.
We know that hits.
And so it's 4 damage.
It
On
takes
that
4
ghosty.
damage. That ghosty, no likey.
And that is all for Carlos because Carlos is a simple fellow. Run and hit. Hit and
Run and hit. And the specters are simple undead constructs.
Simple country Specter.
Yeah, just a simple undead construct. Yeah.
Just here to mine and scream eternally.
That's right. And
I
so,
do declare,
just,
I'm so sorry if my
mining.
screaming bothered you.
I say,
Just one question.
Son, I say son.
That goat.
it's a southern.
Go.
so dumb.
Does a 16 hit you, Umlal?
16 is my armor class.
Yes. All right. So one reaches out to Umlal, one reaches out to Carlos. The one that's reaching out to Carlos misses, sadly. But the one that hits
Happily.
Umlal, in fact, hits.
Delightfully.
Depends on who you ask.
Oh, you know.
From my
And you take
perspective,
6
the
points of
specters
damage,
are evil.
Umlal, and you will give me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm back down to where I was before we took that short rest, so that's great. I got a 12.
You do not need to adjust your hit point total.
Wow, Regdar he rolled
It is.
really
It is
badly.
not very high.
I rolled a critical fail and a 14, I believe.
That would do it. Umlal.
I'm going to whack at the guy to the north of me. 25.
A 25 will hit.
I'm gonna definitely re-roll that because that was not the best. Much better. So that is 15 damage.
All right, and that's as you swipe your axe. Is that an axe? Is that what you
It's
have?
a great sword.
As you swipe, that's a.
It's so great it looks like an axe.
That's right.
I,
That's what I call.
It acts designed to look like
I
sword.
must axe you.
You
Is that a sword?
you cleave it in twain, and it fades away.
Amlal just continues with his follow through and like brings the great sword all the way around through the next guy.
I hope it stops before Carlos.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Ghosts
He is
are not
much
very.
taller than Carlos, we've established.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I rolled a 14, which I believe hits a ghost,
It does.
and do 18 damage.
18 damage. All right, the ghost is not looking good.
The greatsword stops like right above Carlos.
You turn it as you're going. You pivot a little, and it just kind of like the flat part stops. It rests against my
thwap.
shoulder,
Taps against
and
him
I
nicely.
look at you, and I'm like, "Love you, buddy."
No, it's gonna come back in the other direction next
Wait,
time.
Yeah, well,
did Amlal just knight Carlos?
look,
BW.
we will
Sir
deal
Carlos.
with this in the Amwal and Carlos sitcom spinoff when that happens.
Carlos, can't you just flex your pectorals and send that sword the opposite direction?
Yes, I can, and I will.
No, it can't.
It's a bonus action.
Shara. it is not.
Next turn. That'll
What
be
do
my
you
act-
know? You're just the DM.
It's a full action.
All right.
There's one specter. It is ratcheted up its screaming because it needs to
great.
make up for the rest of them.
We're one Spectre back in tier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, that
Sorry,
did
I'm
some
out.
damage there.
Thursday night.
Throwing that non-magical dagger. That's a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
That is 5 points of damage, and then
And you start to think maybe that dagger is magical because as it enters the incorporeal body of this specter that is screaming, it dissipates and the
Nice.
dagger clatters to the floor.
Sweet.
I pick it
That
up.
nice dagger.
And
Stupid
now
person.
the abandoned mine returns to its tomb-like silence.
So I want to do a perception check. Were they guarding anything? Do I notice anything like in the cart, mine carts or whatever? That's a 23.
You that's the wrong thing.
Carlos starts to say, "Not a scratch," and then he turns around and sees Amwal and Regdar, and he's like, "Ooh, sorry guys, sorry." realize.
Shara, it does not
Didn't
appear
realize.
as though you see. So for you see iron railings, and you think, well, that's clearly
We're
the
rich.
treasure. Perhaps they were guarding this, but there's nothing else in the room.
Okay.
We
There
didn't
are
get
two
open a
doors.
door
The
yet.
mine car is empty.
The mine car is full of not full, but it is. There's dust in it.
How about the mime car?
Car full of dust.
There are two. They're both empty.
Regdar would like to carefully peek around this corner and see what's going on to the north.
All right, so Regdar sees
4 specters appear.
Oh God!
Literally all I did. All I did was look down the tunnel.
a lot of screaming. And it looks like a mine shaft that kind of has collapsed.
Is it a minecart or a mine shaft? Get your story straight.
You shut your mouth.
They're both.
Just talking about mine
Just talking
shafts.
about mine shaft.
Oh dear.
There's also a sign posted that says this is not on the map. Go the other way.
That's handy.
It is collapsed.
All right, let's obviously this is something important. Let's all force our way down this crevasse.
Yeah,
Everybody wedge yourself into
Carlos
this
looks
sucker.
down where the
Alma, come over here and break my bones so I can squeeze through this passage more easily.
Carlos looks down the other direction that the rails.
You
are
see
going.
I'm following Carlos.
corridor that continues beyond your sight.
Oh man, this is really off the rails down here.
Lot of doors off of this chamber.
What
Yeah.
condition is the minecart in, and do the rails continue far enough that we should put it on the track and go for a ride?
No.
The cart is
Yeah.
all. There are 2 carts. They are both on the rails already. They are
That's
ancient.
so unlike us to be on the rails at this point.
Well, the carts are. You are not.
Okay.
It is. They are ancient. If you,
I feel like we're being railroaded here.
Carlos, if you want to kind of test them out to see if they roll,
I do.
Hop in. Push you.
They so I said that the room returns to its tomb-like silence as soon as you try to move one of those carts. Just an unearthly metal on metal screeching.
Yeah, nobody has
fills
oiled these in 100 years.
the tomb.
Anybody got
Is
the
it
oil?
Yeah,
Any
WD-40.
WD-40?
Anyone? Yeah. Here, let's just clearly we should traverse.
Cank oil. Anyone?
Surely we should traverse the dungeon to this squeaky minecart that will give us a minus 20 to stealth penalty.
And only goes like 2 rooms.
Yeah, this is
That's okay. They
This
won't
is-
be able to hear the squeaking over me yelling. "Whee!"
this is the 3rd worst theme park ride I've ever been on.
I have a question that is unrelated to mine cars for the most part. Based on the information that I know about these the
Minecars.
portals that they're trying to open to other places, and everything
Please
that I learned
stay focused.
being with the other cult, I think
This is about mine
that
cars.
it is more likely that the Fane of the Eye that we're looking for is going to be through a door in a worked area or in an abandoned mine type area.
Wow, that is a loaded question.
That is a loaded
I'm very
question.
smart, so I feel like
I will say my reaction as a player and not as Carlos, who has no thoughts on this, is that there might be a back way into someplace going this way, but I do wonder about that because this has not been trod upon at all. But maybe that would give us access in a back way, or maybe it's a
And there might also be powerful items that we could find, or just
That's
more
true.
ghosts who are going to wail.
yeah, we
on
might have to
us.
go through more
more
ghosts
ghosts.
to get
Talk to me
also-
about that.
There's also a door to the south off of the pillar room, and maybe we can determine whether there are footprints heading that way.
What if we open all these
think we
doors at
looked.
once?
you get airflow that way. It's nice.
I need
I mean, it would be if the Thane of the Eye actually connects all the temples that we have to go to. Like, it would be really great to know our way around this place.
Could you repeat your question?
My question was, do I think that this Thane of the Eye that we're looking for is more likely to be found in like the old ancient tunnels of this decrepit mine, or behind some doors in like a worked room?
You do not know.
Okay.
Don't even.
All right,
roll
back to
for it.
playing with a minecart.
So, Carlos and
I like the
actually,
minecart better.
Carlos,
It's
give
much
me
quieter.
a perception check because you're the one closest, but
the
at
only time I like a
disadvantage
mime
because
thing
you
then.
are currently
Carlos, roll tetanus.
weeing in a cart.
4.
All right.
I mean, I could roll
Right.
again. Oh no, sorry, disadvantage.
Yes.
3.
I thank you for that. All right. So who's over there?
All right, folks. Where to?
Kochka would
So
like to
as
listen
you're
to this door
trying
the
to
south.
figure out where you're going, and Carlos is rolling a cart very loudly out of the shadows from the corridor to the south.
Coco the
Steps
Clown.
a minotaur.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Who is
Our friend. Our new friend. Joining the party.
Maybe it's
Is-
Asteron.
Asteron. Yeah, Asteron's back.
Ah, yeah.
he looks at you and says, "What are you doing?"
Mining. We're mine inspectors.
Yeah, we're mine card inspectors. This card is really unsafe.
We got a little
OSHA.
turned around. We are looking for the Thane of the Eye.
Way to not sugarcoat it in any way.
Yeah, the
This
Why
Sword
should
of
I?
purity.
We
Yes,
belong
Sword of
here,
Purity.
you
Thank you,
guys.
We're late for the ritual. Please tell us
This-
how to get there.
is the
Yes.
Thane of the Eye.
well, we're supposed to be. Where's the
mind
ceremony
blown.
happening?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, then maybe it hasn't started yet.
Somebody who knows less than us. That's pretty good.
Why do we never introduce
How
ourselves
is he
to people?
breathing?
Here's the thing. Why don't when these people appear, why don't we ask them what they're doing here?
Yeah,
What are you doing here?
you're late.
You're in the way of our mining.
You're asking him what he's doing here?
Well, yeah, we definitely should do that. We should 100% do that.
In a friendly way. What are you
Yeah,
up to today, sir?
I can do that. Yeah, like I'm
Yeah,
very
do it.
charming. Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm glad that we're not late. What do you? What is your function down here? You look like you're doing a good job at it, but what specifically is that? And I've switched my focus to psychic disruption in
It
case I have to do any deception checks.
unlatches its great axe and says, "I am guarding and awaiting the blessing of Imix."
Do I know who Imix is? Or who, what
Are
Imix is?
you Imix?
No.
If you are, you have to tell us.
Is that a religion check? Or
Yes, anyone can give me a religion check.
I'm guessing Imix is the dirt equivalent of Yancy Bin.
I have no idea. 'Cause I got a 6.
It's actually M the 9th.
Actually,
It's
Zatasha
much
and
easier
Shara,
just to say
give me.
MX.
You get advantage on this check.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. That is very different. That's a 16.
All right,
that's
you
a
would.
2.
Well, with the 16, you would realize that Imix is. You know that the 4 elemental cults are trying to summon elemental beings into the world, and you know that Imix is a fire elemental.
Oh, sorry, wrong temple.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That makes perfect sense.
This crosses. This is where all of the elements come together and cross over.
We are also excited about the blessing of Imix, as well as the blessings of Yancy Bin and
Actually, it's
and
pronounced
the,
nine.
and the rest.
Yancy
and-
Bin is not even to be uttered in the same breath as Imix, you fool.
We've met him.
I have
He sucks.
I've always shut up. I have always
That guy there
thought
fought
so.
him. He beat him up.
Yeah.
It's true.
Wow. So when do you expect the blessing of Imix to be bestowed upon you?
We expected that blessing. Is it soon? Is it?
Tick, tick, tick. When
Also-
I earn the right to be blessed upon Imix, Imix will decide.
You know,
Oh,
the moment when the Minotaur goes, is the moment where we got him. We got him. Guys, we're so confusing. The Minotaur
I have a
doesn't even know what to
question.
say to us now.
Is a Minotaur a humanoid?
Are you
Are
asking
you
him
asking the
this?
Minotaur?
No, I'm asking you, Scott, as the dungeon
trivia.
master. Is a
From the
Minotaur
neck
a
down, at
a
least.
humanoid?
It is not.
Okay.
This is a large monstrosity. He's very large. His
I just pictured.
That's really rude.
I
Yeah, that's
pictured
just-
Natasha just being like,
Tell me,
"Judgmental. Is a minotaur?"
Would you consider yourself
Where do you see yourself in
humanoid?
five?
You know, bull in the bull in the streets, human in the inside.
That's what they say. Yeah. Yep.
Yep. He's bullish on Wall Street.
Who says that?
This guy.
They do.
Do we want to press it with our buddy here, or do we want to maybe go back?
No.
Well, I want to know what are you guarding to get you to to earn the blessing of Amix? It must be something really big and powerful because you yourself look like you are very big and powerful.
Give me a diplomacy check or persuasion or deception.
Not a thing. So
I know.
don't do
Persuasion or deception.
Okay, I'm gonna go with deception because I don't really think he's that big and powerful looking. So that is 22.
All right. He looks at you and he says,
It's time for my nap.
"You are very strange.
I get that a lot.
We get that a lot.
Comment.
I think
I'm
you
not.
should go before Zegdar gets here."
Zegdar? Zegdar's brother?
Everybody looks at Regdar like
Twist!
Actually, Zegdar is Regdar's great grandson. What's
I
he doing
think
here?
Zegdar is just a name that Regdar had to give as a fake name one time.
Is Regdar taking his
name's
wallet for fake IDs now? Like,
Zegdar.
Does that name mean anything to me?
Any of
or
us.
any of
It
us?
does not.
Okay. And I say, you know what? You're probably
Yep.
right. We should get going.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Don't wanna
didn't
be
catch
here
your
when
name.
Zegdar gets here.
I didn't catch your name. What was your name? As
For
as I'm
directions,
sort of
Regdar
backing
elbows
away.
you and says, "Act for directions."
My name is Hesris, Iron Slayer.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, it's iron. It seems like it's not.
It's
That
already
is-
dead.
That
I
is a
mean-
great name. And I think, we will be going.
Yeah.
Could you, like I said, we got a little turnaround. Could
But
you
we'll
tell
be
us
back.
which direction we should be heading? Like to go away from whatever important thing it is that you're guarding?
Just point us in the opposite direction, please.
He
Tell us,
says,
you look like you know your way around this place, is what I'm saying.
"You should come down this passage. Move quickly."
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, let's move
Let's
quickly.
go.
all right.
It's a trap.
Don't keep a minotaur
It's
waiting.
a terrible trap.
All right,
All
well,
right.
if it's a trap, Carlos, go first.
Yep.
Oh no, he led us into a maze. Whoever could have seen that
Oh
coming?
no!
All right, well, just keep track of which way we.
How on brand
we
for
can-
him?
Right.
Does anyone have any
right
yarn
hand
or-
turned only.
Yeah, anyone have
And
any
he
yarn or
points
anything?
down
I got
that
50
way.
feet of rope.
I got 600 feet of rope.
Hey, what's this? What's this little thing here to the north? Regdar's not letting this pass. Is this exciting here?
Yeah, tell me about these crevices all the way.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
there's
every-
way
This
that
is-
way.
He's standing on a flight of stairs, stone stairs, wide stone stairs that lead up
All
to a
right,
landing.
I want to look past
Do we
him.
go that way behind him?
So is he
You want to look
guarding
past him,
that?
so you see a fire and another minotaur, 3 bedrolls.
Are they minotaur-sized
They are
bedrolls?
minotaur-sized bedrolls.
Who's
Well.
your friend?
He is my friend, also guarding. We work for Zegdar. You really don't want to meet Zegdar.
No, I guess we probably don't.
I could go either way, but I keep moving down the hall.
Yep.
Give our
Where's
regards
Carlos?
to Zegdar.
Shire
Would you
runs
say
deep on
Zegdar
Zegdar
Carlos.
is a regular minotaur?
What is this
Normal
area
random?
here?
Give him our Zigards.
Man.
What was the question?
There's just like this dark area, and I don't want to walk
If this is
over it
water,
without knowing
I'm
what it is.
furious.
It is that water. It seems like
And drowning.
the floor and actually the whole the walls, the floor, the ceiling are all scorched here.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Huh. Okay.
That could have been worse. He could have said like this whole the floor, the halls, the whole ceiling here is scorpions.
Scorpions, and so you enter a room in
Thanks
the
for
middle.
asking.
The middle of this chamber, you'll see that there are
Rock you like a hurricane
multiple
starts to play.
exits out of here. In the middle of this chamber is a statue depicting an amorphous body and thick tentacles hunched over as if to feed. There's a purple crystal the size of a human head representing one alien eye on this weird amorphous thing.
Is there a plaque?
There is not a plaque.
Oh. You should probably take that crystal.
Like
It's got a lot of tartar, though.
Who would make a terrible
Religion
statue like this?
check.
Yuck.
I would like to observe the statue from like an aesthetic characteristic.
It is horrifying, but well made.
Okay,
That's what
I
it says
got
in
a-
the black.
like Dan.
I got a 15.
I
anybody
have
Teacher
a quibble
religion
about that.
check.
Yeah, there we go.
Is there
Give me a religion check.
15?
Yeah.
Carlos steps back as if at a museum and ponders it.
Oh yeah, Carlos hits a lot of museums when he's back in tier.
The only there's this crystal that looks expensive and horrifying.
You know,
Quick Arcana
Regdar,
check.
you know,
Okay.
just because I'm illiterate doesn't mean in fact, the visual arts are that much more important to me because I can't appreciate the written word. So I go to museums and appreciate visual art. And Carlos rolls insight and he gets a 16.
Art is basically illegal in tier.
Everything's-
I go to
Regdar-
illegal underground art
underground,
museums.
yeah, underground.
They're
pit
literally
fight art
under
museums.
the
Really
ground,
underground.
but I
Yeah.
go there.
Okay,
16 for insight. Scott, do
yeah,
I have
just
I
a-
gained
a
any
bunch-
insight by pondering the artwork?
That's
Yes,
still not
you
what
have.
insight does.
just
Sure.
yep. That's not what insight does. Still,
Carlos
I'm just
thinks it is.
Is this statue telling me the truth or not?
just
How do I
imagining a
feel
bunch
about the
of
statue's
sandy,
motivations?
mud-stained Athos gladiators wearing berets backward
Carlos is just
underground.
appreciating and wondering if the artwork gives him any thoughts. That's all he's doing.
Regdar would like to determine if the crystal is simply of artistic and monetary value, or perhaps magical. He rolled a 2.
it is.
Wait, that's not, I have a modifier to Arcana, presumably.
Regdar.
I rolled a 9.
There you go. Regdar would think that he would need to examine it closer to find out.
Regdar examines it closely.
How is he going to examine it?
Should Almo go grab it for you?
Yeah, I'm low.
All right,
Thanks.
Almo grabs the crystal for you.
we
Umlaut,
go.
give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh yeah,
I think
my
he
wisdom.
already failed.
Is the wisdom saving throw to realize this is a bad idea?
Is it better than a 5? Do I have to do better than a 5?
This is better than
Yes.
Breadbox.
So, as Umlal touches the crystal, and the rest of you, he feels he's fine. The rest of you are horrified as he liquefies and turns into a puddle of ochre jelly. And we'll end there.
but he's
Interesting
fine.
interesting definition of fine you have.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
You feel fine. He already
That
said
would have been
it.
a really great time to use that
Yeah,
inspiration.
fine,
huh?
canon. You feel
Why are
fine.
you all looking at me like that?
See, I know he's an ochre jelly because jam don't liquefy like that.
Oh, there you go.
my
Will
jam.
Umlal be saved from his jelly deaths? Will
Fine.
not.
Jelly death.
he's fine? Will the party delve even deeper into the bowels of Athos?
Probably.
Find out next time on Total Party Kill.
Thursday night.
Thursday
Thursday
night.
Night.
Wow.
Thursday night.
It's fun.